the Morning Scramble. Z102.9.
Saturday, back in person, Centennial Park, 14th year for the event. And in a celebration/inspiration, we're doing a smoke barbecue-y themed Taste It Tuesday and a Thursday because it's a holiday week. As we are live on the radio, of course, on your streaming device, on the Z app, and right now on the Z102.9 Facebook page.
You are kind of chef dancing Eric Hansen this morning.
Chef and bartender, because I still got to make some mimosas here in a second.
Yeah, exactly. But you went to your smoker and kind of going to be answering the question of what breakfast foods will smoke.
Now, before you did this, what is like the weirdest thing you ever smoked before?
Nothing weird. Everything's been ribs,
Like meat.
Oh, normal
meat.
stuff. Okay.
brisket, pork belly, which is I'm a master at. I've mastered pork belly.
You've
Those
got
are
like
good.
I got pork
the
belly
system
down for sure.
My husband has smoked things before, and from my recollection, it is a time-consuming process. Like it's like low and slow and a lot of love.
Yes. The recipes I found use more of a baking approach, but you're still cooking with a wood pellet, so it's still a smoke-based cooking. But all of the fruit that I did, which we're going to have fruit salad in a little bit, but I started with 3 grapefruits. I cut them in half. I added sugar to them, started the smoker at 500 degrees to sear it, and then I took that down to like the mid-300s for about 20 minutes. That's going to be the base for our mimosas. And then while that was cooking, I also did some pineapple, some watermelon, and some nectarine.
Ooh.
Did that all the same, got that off. Well, I was prepping the egg mix, and then that's what we're ready to dive into, which is a quiche, which is an egg mixture with salt and pepper, some mozzarella cheese, some spinach that's been wilted, some onion, and a little bit of basil. And
No crust, right?
No crust.
Okay.
I just threw it into, I just used a large muffin pan and made the mixture. All of these recipes, by the way, are through my grill company. Like, it's on the app.
Oh, they suggested
Really?
you do this.
Yeah, they want you using their brand of grill for every meal that you enjoy, for sure. So we've got the eggs ready to go, and I'm about ready to, I got to reach back and grab the mimosa beverages, which includes the grapefruit as well as the champagne.
Delicious. Well, I would say that I don't smell
Smoke.
the smoke.
Yeah.
I thought as soon as we unboxed all of the foods that we were going to enjoy today, that we would get that smoky scent.
Usually
in the
you
room.
can when you do like ribs
Yeah.
or, like he said, pork belly. You can usually smell it. So I'm
Yeah.
shocked we can't.
Well, I'm a little worried I may have messed up my grill because it was grill cleaning weekend, and I took it apart per the instructions and vacuumed everything out. But I, too...
Did you vacuum out flavor?
Well, I don't know. When I lit it, I got a nice puff of smoke, but usually it alternates between cooking and smoke, and I didn't see a lot of smoke while I was making the food. So maybe it's coming back into its own.
But you still use pellets and stuff, right?
It's all pellets. Yeah, it's no charcoal. This is still pellet-based, and everything cooked. Like, the temperature held. So I'm making the mimosa, by the way, right now. So this is freshly squeezed grapefruit that was smoked on the smoker.
Wow.
And it looks like grapefruit juice.
It does. It
Yeah.
looks really
Maybe
good.
a little bit less in color.
It's a ruby red. I tried to find blood oranges, but I tell you what, I think along with everything else, it's like the perfect storm. Like, there's not a lot of great citrus right now. Also, so that's been a challenge.
Well, it looks normal. The egg cups, everything like looks pretty normal.
Yeah,
I would say
when you
this is
say you're going to smoke something, I think people take a step back on that.
and
Yeah.
it's going to have that smokiness to it, and it's going to look
Right.
smoked.
Because with meat specifically, like, it gets a pink ring around it, and then that just seems odd for the color of food. But it's supposed to have that. So I think just because it looks normal to me, I think we're going to be good. So I'm touching off the smoked grapefruit with a little champagne, and then it says to garnish with some fresh thyme.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I'm just going to stick. It's basically going to look like I planted thyme in there. It's going to stick it in there.
Fancy with a garnish.
Wow, it looks so
There'd be a
fancy.
little more presentation, but I'm trying to do 19 things at the same time.
I feel like I'm at a 5-star restaurant.
It's fancy.
Please give me 5 stars on my Yelp page. That's all I ask.
I like it.
Let me pass a mimosa across to Claire. And
Okay.
I'll give you that guy that way. Okay.
This is a fancy
and
dish.
I got mine.
Oh. No, it's time. I'm like, what is that strong scent? Is that
That's
the smoke?
time.
That's time.
All right. Do you want to cheers first and then try our egg cup?
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right.
It's got some good
Cheers,
smells.
cheers, cheers.
I got a little smoke in there, I think.
Ooh.
It's very grapefruity.
Very grapefruity, but
Very grapefruit forward.
that
Right
is
on
like
the end, is there a little smoke, or is that just the grapefruit?
I don't know. I've got
Or is the thyme overpowering it?
The thyme also then comes in because, like, half of your taste is your smell, and
Right.
the thyme is very
This
fragrant.
might be like the fanciest drink I've ever drank.
It's a pretty fancy
That is-
and a
mimosa.
labor of love, right? This is good.
I would put this at like a bougie restaurant and charge this $20.
It's a brunch cocktail.
Yes.
So if you have a smoker, you could probably do it on a grill. Just half a grapefruit, cover it in sugar, stick it that side down at about 300 to 400 degrees, and then leave it there about 15 minutes.
That's delicious.
It's going to soften it up. It brings out the moisture. Just like when you're making a meat, that's when you know the
Yep.
meat's getting ready. And then take it off, and then you got to let it cool. It's very hot, and then I just squeezed it and then kept a container of the juice, and that was it.
It's a labor of love, but it tastes
It tastes a little
amazing.
I loved it.
but it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on to the breakfast portion, and this is a smoked quiche. For what I thought was not a lot of spinach, there's a lot of spinach
There
in this thing.
appears to be a lot of spinach.
It's a cup and a half of spinach, 3/4 cup of onion, and then you just reduce that down.
Okay, and no mushrooms.
No mushrooms.
Okay.
There's some cheese
Yeah,
in
right?
there.
Thank God.
mushrooms.
Oh, okay, see, here's the other, the thing that worries me when you're making any egg dish is you have no idea what the middle is going to be like. Mm-hmm. But it's cooked all the way through.
I think it's perfectly cooked.
And then there's some mozzarella cheese in it.
Now, I do think that this has a smoky scent to it.
There's some smoke flavor to that.
There is.
That's good.
Wow.
You can make this at a camp out.
Eric,
Right?
you need to open a fancy restaurant.
Just will it smoke?
Chef Eric, it
Chef
will
Eric.
smoke. It will smoke.
Oh my God, Will It Smoke is the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm very surprised this worked.
I am too.
This
Honestly,
is
I thought
really good.
smoked eggs would be disgusting.
I didn't
but
know what I was doing.
Are you going to do this again? Both of the drink and this?
Might as well.
It's good.
This is like the first Iowa 11 o'clock game at my house, right? Away game. We could do breakfast on the smoker.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
And you said it only took 15 minutes to make the eggs, which surprises me because when I think of cooking with a smoker, I think of it being an all-day thing.
8-hour
It's
thing.
about a 15-minute prep to get the mix together because you got to froth the eggs up. And for the 3 cups, I just did 5 eggs and used like a jumbo muffin tin. So I filled half the tin, the empty ones, with water because you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I watched Shannon do that when she bakes it, and then I just evened out the spread, and then it puffed up fast. And then I left it on for 15, and then I just left it in there while the grill cooled down, just because I didn't want it to be not done.
Right.
Dang it, I'm happy with myself.
Drinks, yes. Eggs, yes.
Yes.
They will smoke, and it cooks them perfectly. Now, our next item, I'm not so sure about because you're not selling me on the watermelon that's included in our fruit cups.
I smoked some fruit. I'm okay with cooked pineapple because I'm a red flag. I do enjoy a pineapple on a pizza. So I'm
That
okay with
guy.
that. I'm okay with that. The nectarine, I think, is going to be my favorite, as I didn't know what to expect going in. The watermelon. And I brought in the fresh watermelon to look at.
so that we can see what happened.
It looks weird.
Okay.
It almost looks like I melted it a little bit.
We're going to proceed with caution on
Yes.
this next one.
So we're going to stay live on the Z102.9 Facebook page, but the second course, which is our smoked fruit cup, is next on Will It Smoke on the Morning Scramble on Z102.9. Will It Smoke? Everything prepared on Eric's wood pellet grill smoker
And thus
combination.
far, the smoking is working. Eggs, yes, you can cook them in a smoker. Mimosa, yeah.
Grapefruit, smoked ruby red grapefruit mimosa with a sprig of thyme.
I would actually recommend that. That was just
That was great.
next level. That's a top
good.
shelf drink right there.
Now we move on to the smoked fruit.
And here's where I'm a little bit nervous.
As you should be. Pineapple, not a problem. If you've ever got even like some, like if you go to a hog roast, sometimes pineapple will be served with a ham or a pig, right?
It seems
not
like that
unusual to cook a pineapple.
It'd lend itself.
I did a nectarine, not a peach, just because rarely do you have nectarines. So I thought, what the heck? They also seemed a little not ready to go. It was a bear just to twist them apart and to get the seed out of the middle.
So
Yeah.
they weren't overly ripe.
They did not want to have fun at the fruit party. Now I'm gonna grab the watermelon,
They did not want to have fun at the fruit party.
and I don't know how much is gonna relay on the camera on the Z102.9 Facebook page. When I put the watermelon in the fridge last night, there was not any liquid in the bottom.
Really?
So as if the watermelon water has leached out.
It is leaking its juices. And I would say the rind of the watermelon looks a little rancid.
You can see the grill marks, but it's turned a weird color. It's like you've had watermelon in the fridge for way too long.
Yes.
But it still smells fine, and it is now in our fruit cup.
I think it smells weird. Like I got like kind of a pineapple.
Well, the problem is the pineapple's going to overpower it because I mixed them all together.
And the pineapple
Right.
is beautiful.
Right.
It just smells like fruit. But there is definitely a smoke to that watermelon.
Do you mind starting with the nectarine just because it appears it's smoked? It looks like good smoked meat. You've got a nice purple color coming off the rind, which is what smoking does. And then it did soften up the fruit a little. It was very easy to cut this morning.
Okay. It looks juicy.
Yes.
I would say it's got, some resistance as I poke it with the fork, but
So
it's not fall apart.
First thing I'm going to bite is the...
Kind of looks like
nectarine.
a potato, a red potato.
It does. It still has a little crunch. Mm-hmm. Now, you can get the smoke on that. You get that? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of smoke there. It absorbed the smoke.
I
more so
might
than the
actually
eggs.
eat this now. That made it good.
It's interesting.
Do you feel like it brought the flavors out more?
I can get the nectarine flavor is good. I'm also getting the smell of the county fair taste. Mm-hmm. Are you getting that?
Mm-hmm.
There's this like, oh, that's very familiar, but it's not.
It's not fun. It's county fair. All right. I'm not. I thought I was going to love nectarine. I don't love it. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fun. It's different. It's a different way to enjoy it.
That
But
might be the watermelon. We'll find out. Pineapple's pineapple. I'm going to take a bite of pineapple. Very smoky. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
this one,
great.
Even more so than the nectarine.
Very smoky on the pineapple.
Wow. You can really taste the smoke on that one.
I don't know if that's my favorite.
If you have to like smoked taste, right? I think
I do.
and I love pineapple.
I love pineapple so much, and I feel like it changes it. So I'm
Hear
like,
me out. It's so smoky, I feel like I should put barbecue sauce on it.
Nice.
I wonder if that would be good, actually.
I know.
Well, this
As like
makes
a
me
little
feel
dip.
like at least my smoker's working because I was worried that we didn't get smoke in the egg. But it also is in a metal tin, right? So a lot of that smoke doesn't permeate from the bottom.
True.
So that probably prevented that.
So this got all the way through.
Mushy, although it took the fork well, watermelon that just looks ugly.
There's some really interesting little black marks on my watermelon.
What's their grill marks?
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the watermelon.
I don't like the way it feels on my tongue. I don't want to bite
I
down.
don't like this at all.
It tastes like
Will it smoke?
the texture is plasticky.
The texture of the watermelon changed.
It held up better. I'm trying to find a little silver lining, and it's the thinnest silver lining I can find. The texture changed.
I don't like the change of the texture.
It didn't break down as much as I was expecting because, like, the grapefruit got really mealy when I was squeezing it for the juice, which is fine. I didn't need the rind, right?
Right. I just wanted the juices. So,
But how about that pineapple,
That
man?
pineapple's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go back.
That pineapple.
Let's go back to the pineapple.
All right.
Don't smoke a watermelon is what we learned today, okay?
And those are today's grilling tips from the Morning Scramble. Taste it Tuesday on Thursday.
Smoky.
Yeah.
The Morning Scramble, C102.9.